Libra.
Libra, this is your astrological forecast for February 2016, and we have a month that can be very joyous for you and spontaneous too. It's because we have the sun and the new moon in your 5th house for self-expression, for joy, doing all those hobbies and leisure things that you love to do where you might not give too much time at other times throughout the year. So as the sun is cruising through this area, you can come to see that you might feel more romantic. Some of you might even cross paths with a new loved one. For those of you who are single, that is. And if you are in a relationship, well, then expect this to be a little bit more romantic throughout February. The new moon also is showing up here on the 8th. And of course, the new moon is always the time that we put down our intentions, not just for the month, but for the rest of 2016 until the new moon comes back to this fabulous place next time around the same time. So you want to probably say, I promise to give myself more time to give to romance, to dive into my hobbies. 5th house too is with children, so you might expect, a whole lot more interaction and closeness with your children. But then also for the businesses that you own, the 5th house is extremely creative here in that respect. So we also have the full moon here this month on the 22nd, showing up 3 degrees in Virgo. So for you, Libra, that will be in the 12th house for the subconsciousness, for your spirituality, for wanting to pull back and just listen within to kind of get those good deep downloads from your higher self. And that full moon is actually quite beautiful because within the first 24 hours or so, it will be passing Jupiter. And you know how Jupiter is really abundant with all the good things in life. Even though Jupiter is retrograde until that of May 10th, Jupiter still is positive in a good sense. It can bring back something from the past now that you might have been too busy and passed up as you were focusing down that super highway. So pay attention to whatever options or maybe something that was given to you as an opportunity of the past that you didn't have time to check out. Now would be a good time to do so. Talking about the luminaries, so to speak, we have both a solar and lunar eclipse coming up here in March, and I will be talking more about that on a separate video to see how that can affect you. With the eclipses, we always know that the lunar eclipse holds the power of 3 full moons in it, so it really shuts us forward with a quantum leap. But in order to get into new rooms, we also let go of something. So that will be the time to do so in March. Same thing goes with the solar eclipse. But more on that later. We also have Venus now here passing through Capricorn. This allows us to emote our feelings on a deeper level and a more serious level. Capricorn is always serious-minded since it's ruled by Saturn. Now this Venus is going to be passing through your 4th house, and it's going to be super powerful when it touches upon Pluto as it moves along, and that will be here on the 5th. So even more energy going into the family and the foundation of your life with passion, or it could also be the accomplishment of something that you find quite important or also powerful. Now, Mars, though, is in Scorpio, and this is passing through your 2nd house here, Libra. Mars is your drive, it's your ambition, your goals and whatnot, so you might be crunching numbers as you're looking through your financial income and what it is you now can attain. Perhaps you can change things up, and I feel that you have a lot of intensity now in this area because Mars is the ancient ruler of Scorpio, so it's super comfortable here. You're really on top of it, and I see how that you can really start sensing, maybe even with a psychic feeling too, being guided as to how you now can hone in on something that can be very, very, very beneficial for you. So already here in January, you might have seen this trend having started up where you're really honing in on your target. And so February is just going to lift it and carry it onwards. We have Jupiter still in your 12th house. It is retrograde there until May 10th, but it is allowing you to analyze where you're at and what it is you really want to attain on spiritual levels, which the 12th house does reflect. And it's also a karmic house, so you might just see now as Jupiter is retrograding there that it may bring people, places, situations back up to the surface, where it will allow you here until that of, say, mid-May, to work through, to love and forgive and let go and move on, and also create open new spaces in your psyche and your spiritual well-being, in fact, due to this very, very transit. It's all preparing you now. It's kind of closing down on a 12-year cycle, being in the 12th house from where it started 12 years ago in your first house. And we'll see that take place here late this summer when you start up a new 12-year cycle with glorious energy too, mind you. So it is what it is for now. Make sure that you are aware. The more aware we are, the more we can go in and change up our daily lives. But we have here on the 3rd, Mars and Pluto, they're sextiling one another. Both of them together are powerhouse energies. Mars moving you forward towards your goals. Pluto coming in, helping you to transform those energies, to embody, become, and hone towards your goals with intensity. Now, Pluto being here in your 4th house, Mars in the 2nd, we can see the areas between money and money going towards the home. Some of you might find that you're wanting to tweak, to improve, putting money, investing into home or property would be a good thing. You also have good support here from Saturn on the very same day, as Saturn also is sextiling the Sun, which is you. So you're feeling secure. You're feeling grounded. Whatever decisions you're making on this day, it really feels like a hot knife cutting through butter, all right? It's smooth, feeling very confident and ensured on the 5th when Venus moves in here with that conjunction to Pluto we talked about. Again, it's the home area that is really coming together for you, and you taking charge and communication in a good way. So that might just be you talking to whomever service people that might be involved to improve home-related matters. On the 6th, we have some really nice aspects going on that could be surprising to you. We have the Sun in Uranus, and we love when Uranus comes around with those good aspects because it really gives us that extra kick with excitement and the oh my God factor, right? So good news there, and it should be good because Mercury, which is the messenger of any news, is trining Jupiter on this very same day. And Jupiter is gracious. It is full of abundance. So you might get some news of money perhaps, or see Jupiter is in your 12th house, Mercury here currently then in your 4th house. So it could be from a family member which has something to share with you. On the 7th though, I see that you're taking a left turn on something where you're needing to make a decision. And I feel that initially you might go, now what? Kind of like a little bit all over the map. However though, go with your heart. Your heart will know. Why? Because on the very same day, if you give yourself a little time to breathe, Venus will comfort you with the right action or direction to take. Venus and Mars, they're sextile. So it's all about don't run off mentally, but download into your heart, and you will know exactly where you're at and what to do. And romantically too, this could be an excellent day where both Venus and Mars are romantic planets, right? This brings us to the 8th, the new moon, and we spoke a little bit about that and how this is in your 5th house. Again, it's romance, so you can see how the 7th and 8th coming together might just bring you something of really sweet surprises. On the 10th, Venus here and Jupiter, they're coming together as a trine. So you can see the trend throughout February is going to be excellent. There's just a smooth wave. It's all about getting on top of that wave, surfing it, trusting the wave, knowing that it knows where it's heading, and just go along for the ride. When we have Venus and Jupiter together, they both rule money, finances, security, but also love and expansion. So here on the 10th brings you in to this next wave of Mars action and desire here with Jupiter also in a sextile. So whatever you started off there on the 7th, it is still here affecting you deeply by the 13th, and then even more. So this could definitely come to affect money. It could affect your emotional self, which is home, and that second house for income could be a raise, could be a promotion, could be for those of you thinking of wanting to buy or sell, put the house on the market, even though it's relatively maybe early in the year to do the buy sell thing. It looks good, so if you choose to do so, it looks great. Now on the 26th, we have Mercury and Uranus, again bringing some news for you. And of course, we've just had the full moon there on the 22nd, so that has illuminated your intuition. So by the 26th, when this news comes to you, I feel you're ready. You're ready to take that next step. And confidence is filling you, grounding you here with Venus, Saturn on the 29th. So it's all coming together here for you, Libra. And it's one of these very pleasant months. Some months can be a little bit more to and fro and antsy or challenging. February here for you is all about just embracing the gifts that are coming your way. So you might want to listen to the Tarot reading and see what the cards have in store for you here in February. And like always, your moon and rising sign reading will also give you additional insights. So I'll see you in March.